Please don't play God. Don't play God. There are many examples of the detriments or how detrimental it is to play God. And a lot of us Christians fall into this temptation of playing God. I know that sometimes it's difficult, especially when you hear, from God, or when God tells you something or gives you a promise, or, there's a prophecy upon your life. You are tempted to want to speed things up. It happens to the best of us, but please don't play God. There are personal experiences that I can share, but I'll share a few that you can relate with. There are a couple of people that played God, in the Bible, and it ended up really bad for them and the people involved. So I'll share a few. Sarah played God. She played God when she asked Abraham to have a child with Hagar. And I'm certain that in her mind, when she gave this suggestion, it was the best thing that could have happened, or it was the right way to go. The Bible says there's a way that seems right, but the end is destructive. At that point, she felt like, this has to be the right way to go. God already gave, my husband a prophecy that he was going to be father of many nations. I can't have children, so start, reproducing with Hagar and kick off your father of many nations prophecy. But that single act, is the result of many religious wars, of many, aside even religious wars, because that usually spills over to other things. That thing that Sarah did would, or has transcended generations and would continue to transcend generations, even generations after ours, and might likely be or lead to further destruction. It might even threaten human existence as we know it. I know theologians and historians would understand what I'm saying. Rebecca also played God. And this is for those of us that like prophecies. She played God and changed the destiny of her own son, her beloved son. Now, when she was pregnant, she got the tidings that the younger son was going to be the blessed one. And so she decided to speed things up again, to help God achieve what he said he would do. And the Bible gave parents an admonition to train a child in the way of the Lord, so that as he grows, he won't depart from it. Rebecca had a gift of dreams. I think her husband also had the gift of dreams, but they had the gift of being able to commune with the divine. But you'd see a part where Jacob said, "The Lord was here and I knew it not." Rebecca hadn't trained Jacob, she hadn't equipped Jacob enough to develop his gift and learn to commune with God And so when that time of manifestation came, Jacob had a dream of angels going up and down, from heaven to earth. And when he woke up, he knew that something had happened. He also said, the Lord was here and I knew not. Who knows what the angels were doing? I think it's Revelations 8 that tells us that angels take up prayers. So angels could have come, ready to take up requests, and they could have also come with blessings. But Jacob missed it. Why? Because Rebecca decided to play God. There is another story that comes to mind. There's someone who had God literally living with her, but had mastered the art of letting go and letting God. Most of us have the habit of, the natural inclination to express certain attributes of people we look up to. Your father is a pastor, so you most likely will end up, a pastor. Your father prophesies, and you most likely will prophesy, toe that line. But Mary lived with God. She saw him do many signs and wonders. Yet never did the Bible record or say where she started her own ministry, or ask people to come through her, to get to God. Mary could have started a consulting business, or she could have said, what, don't worry, I'll take your prayers to God. Or she could have said, I see the way Jesus does these things. I think I can do it too. It's a natural human instinct to want to take things up yourself, and think you know how it's done, so you can do it, or how it should be done, so you can do it yourself. However, Mary said, whatever he tells you to do it. And that incident was recorded as the greatest miracle ever. Stop playing God and just let God be God. Allow him to do that which he has said that he would do. He's the finisher. That thing that he says that he will do, he will surely do. Whatever he starts, he always finishes. If he promises you something, he will fulfill that promise. You just need to allow him to be God all by himself.